What's going on, guys? Today we're going to get some random things done around the garage on a couple of different vehicles. I was talking at the end of the last video how I wanted to start bringing you guys around and what I'm doing sometimes on a day-to-day basis and what I might be working on that isn't necessarily like one specific job on one specific vehicle. So here are the plans. Get the max speedy rods installed onto the EK. Throw on the 5Zigen as well. Better tires. That one has tires that are from 2014. Old, and the suspension is just kind of shot. There's a lot of like extra vibration when going over bumps. I think I wouldn't doubt if it's probably original shocks and springs. Picked up some 16x7 buddy clubs 4 or 5 months ago. I had bought these for the black GSR, and that's why I pulled the 15-inch 15x8 black ones off of it. It's just sitting on some LS stocks for now. Get those put on. Those tires you see over there, those are some Continental Extreme Contact Sports. These are 195/50 16s. Bought a new set of tires, not going on those. These are going on the R. About 3 or 4 months ago, got new tires for the R, and I went with some 215/45 for the 16x7 plus 32 ES Tarmacs. Front is great. Rear required me to run excessive camber that I hate. I think it looks dumb. You can see it, especially when you're from behind the car. I refuse to roll the fenders on this car also. So with the 10mm offset, I think it'll be better. We're gonna put these tires onto the buddy clubs and then the Contact Sports onto here. Kind of annoying, but yes, it happens. You know me, I'm always buying and selling wheels and tires. I go through it a lot. This is probably one of the first times I'm showing it on camera. But I'm actually good with fitment already. What's up, dude? Not much. So Chris is here. He's gonna help me get to work on these. Oh, and then on the GSR, I actually picked up a set of Bloody Club Sport coilovers. We're gonna get those thrown on. Have a muffler that we probably won't see today. Also a seat rail. That's what we're gonna do with this car, kind of keep it a buddy club theme and have that one set up hopefully in the next few months. Let's get to work. Where's he at? Use a butt of a hammer. We just got back from the tire shop. I really like the way that the Buddy Club look with the Azenis. My friend Ray, he had touched up all of these lips. You can see that they are kind of polished now. There's a little bit of rash, so he went through all 4 and just polished down the lips so that way they're all smoothed out. And I like the detail of it, like the gunmetal and the polished lip. It came out really nice. The Continentals on the Tarmacs, you can see it's a lot skinnier tire on the top. It doesn't bulge out so far, so I think we'll have a lot better clearance on the fenders on the R. So we're gonna get these thrown on really quickly. Do you ever want to know who? I said that shit yesterday. Yeah, true. Oh, and there's a lot more room now. Hallelujah. Continentals look fantastic. I love, you know, they didn't look as cool when they weren't on a tire, on the wheel, I mean. I think they look really nice on the actual wheel itself. I had a set of these on those black Kosei. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram that I raffled off. Looks really cool. Now just without adjusting the camber, I can slide my whole finger in there, so when I pull it out, we'll have plenty of room now, I think, to even this out. And I'll probably have like a -2 camber all the way around when I get the car aligned. Let's move on to something else. A little more? It's good. One thing I'm gonna show you guys, this car had this crazy roof rack mounted on here. The guy that owned it was using it to pull like plywood boards and all kinds of like sheetrock. I have some old images I took of it. I'm gonna throw them up here in the video as I'm talking about it. You can see it. Maybe one day I'll get them fixed. I think for now I'm just gonna sand it down, sand some of these surface rust areas down, and maybe just put some primer on it to help alleviate. I'll probably put a piece of vinyl over this so I don't want any water getting in there. Keep going. Can't tell if this is original. It kind of looks like an OE shock. But you can see in here this one's leaking already, so it's definitely on the way out. I think it'll help restore the ride quality a lot. And from the last video to now, I think the 8K and 5K will feel really nice on an EK. EGs and EKs generally handle better than EFs to begin with, so I'm hoping those feel really nice on here. Side, you see it.
Yeah, for sure, really good job over there. We didn't want her to leave, so we matched it.
Oh shit.
So now she became the actual director.
Badass.
She just has.
How many kilometers?
Well, miles.
I don't have to be home. Baby's staying the night over there, so I have to get out of work. I told him too, I was like, I'm gonna go to your house. Like, I may or may not. RV stock.
Oh, it's already slammed. It's a heat tire.
I don't know if I can get this bitch out.
Here you go, let me get the other one. I get it on the side.
Okay. Yes. EFs are like riding trucks. Okay. So here's the fitment after getting it on, moved it around a little bit, and that is slammed. We're gonna adjust it so it's obviously a lot more comfortable. This just isn't, I don't think, acceptable for me for a daily. What was rubbing? Oh, it's that little plastic piece. So we're gonna adjust it, bring it up, probably top of tire, and that way it's a little more comfortable and just safer all around. We finally got the height set up where I like it. This is definitely a nice ride height, I think, where it's at. Chris is gonna move it out real quick. Just did a little adjusting, and I'm happy with this. We actually drove it already. Went to go grab some lunch. Felt really nice. So there we go. Let's move on to something else. This will just continue as a daily driver. This SSR was a spare that I picked up a few videos back. I mounted one of these tires onto an SI stock and I threw it in the back of Rune 49. This one is going into the back of Jackson. I needed a spare for that, so we could throw this one in there, just so when it's up and running, don't gotta worry about it as much. If you're curious, we've been working on this car slowly. The guy that has been working on setting up a base map for me, it runs a lot better. I just haven't had the time to really tinker with it. But we'll get some more footage on this car shortly as well. Now we're gonna work on getting the sport spec dampers on, along with the Buddy Club wheels onto the GSR.
Maybe we could just paint the day here.
There you go.
It's cold enough. You want me to look here?
No, I got it. Tightened up?
Yeah.
Cool. These washers were flipped to the inside. Looks like when you get these for like an EG model, I'm sorry, an EK model, the washers are flipped. So we just had to flip them around, and we used the bolt right now to tighten them in because they're pressed in there. We knocked them out with a hammer. And I was looking at the box, and obviously it says EK. This one's stamped EG. Regardless, essentially the same with the exception of just swapping those little mounts on the back.
Doesn't have the badges left on it.
Yeah, I have them on the front, but here they are, finished off. We're done working on these cars for today. Nothing else we have time for at my house. EK lowered, 5Zigens, dusty GSR. I like the way the Buddy Clubs look on here with the Zennies. We had zero issues with that offset, and there's plenty of room there now. I think I might mess with the height adjustment a little bit. We did back and forth on this car. I think the front passenger side might need to be a little bit lower, but I'll get that taken care of here shortly. Now that I have the coilovers on, the tires on, I'm gonna take it and get it registered so I can actually drive it. I wanna wash it, start cruising it. Same with this car. This car seriously needs some interior detailing. It's filthy, like when you see how some of this isn't in here. It's funny, I've been driving it, but I just haven't had time to, haven't really cared to clean it. Like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But I'd like to just kind of make it not smell like dirt on the inside anymore. And here's the last look at the EK for today. Looks so much cooler with the wheels on it. I dig them. I don't know if I will end up keeping these on here for the long haul, but we'll see where that goes. For now, I'm digging it. And then with the GSR, didn't get a chance to adjust the rest of the ride height. I do want to bring the rear up a little bit more, or maybe bring the front down a little bit, but I love the way it looks. I have the center caps. They're all faded. I'm gonna sand them down, probably just re-clear coat them, and then I have the Buddy Club lug nuts that I will get on here shortly too. And so that wraps it up for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the content. Hope you like these style of videos. I'd love to continue bringing you more as I'm just working on random things here and there and progressively trying to keep the cars moving forward. See you guys next time. Thanks for tagging along.